single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Ginger Wolf, and this is Stripped Finance. I am a feature entertainer and stripper, not a financial consultant. So any and all information received from this channel is meant only for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes. So please, if you have any questions or concerns, take it up with your financial consultant. Now with that out of the way, let's enjoy today's video. Bye! Hello everyone, welcome back to Stripped Finance. Today's another one of those like crackhead specials, because it is currently 3 in the morning and I can't sleep. So, since I'm up, might as well go ahead and shoot a video and do something productive. Try and go back to bed after this. So today we are going to talk about credit, right? Everybody knows what credit is. Basically, it's an agreement between you and a loan place, a financial giver. And an agreement between the two of you that when they give you the money, you will pay them back over a long period of time with interest. And the amount of interest that you pay is really dependent on your credit score, which is basically a track record of how well you pay shit back. It starts at like 580, which is really, really bad, and it goes well above 700, which is really good. Mine sits at about 7 right now, so it's not bad. So, there are a lot of different ways to build credit, right? The option that most people pick, right, is right out of high school. They go to college, they get student loans. I would not recommend it. Right out of high school, you're going to have no credit, right? That's worse than bad credit because they don't know. You could be the best person ever, or you could get a loan and not pay it back. So, instead of getting student loans, what I did, right, is I took like a year off roughly, got a job, got a credit card. Anybody can get a credit card. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a case where they gave a credit card to a dog. Like, 9 times out of 10, you'll receive them in the mail. And I found one where the interest rate didn't make me want to puke. So, from there, I actually took it, and I bought small things. Typically, like, gas for my car, so I can get to and from work. Or I would get, like, lunch one day a week or two. And the beautiful thing about credit cards, right, is that whenever they report to the credit company about how well you are paying them, right, and basically you're paying the amount they're supposed to be paying, you're paying it on time, which is what they want. They don't care about how much you spend. You could literally spend like $10 every month, and as long as you pay it back on the day that you're supposed to pay it back every time, you're going to have a good credit report. Now, a good way to kind of like double it up and hurry it along is I had 2 credit cards, right? My boss told me, get 2 credit cards, buy things with one of the credit cards, pay that credit card off with the other credit card, and then pay that credit card off at the end of each month. I thought it sounded a little crazy. Like, why would I pay one credit card off with my credit card? Until I actually tried it for a couple of months and watched my credit score kind of shoot up. Which was super nice, because then when I actually, saved up the money and went and bought my Corolla, instead of having like an 11% APR, I ended up having like 4%, I think, because my credit was in the 700s at the time, I think. Keep in mind that this was like 3 years ago, so I barely remember what I had for breakfast. Anywhoosie, today we're sponsored by, or rather, I'm sponsoring Candy's Adult Playground. This is a very comfy jacket. I like it. And my buddy here is Harold, obviously. He's nice and squishy. But, like I said, there's a lot of different ways to get credit, right? So some people do it by student loans, some people by mortgages, some people get cars. The most common, I think, would probably be student loans and cars, though, because everybody needs a car, and I think like 70% of people straight out of high school go to college. And of those people, a good bit of them go to like universities where it's really expensive and there's a lot of student loans involved. Honestly, when it comes to schooling, I would recommend trade schools. Trade schools, for what you get, are relatively low in cost. Not to mention a lot of places that you need to go to a trade school for jobs, 9 times out of 10 are willing to pay for your schooling in exchange for a contract to work for them for however many years. Like, I had a friend who wanted to do HVAC, and the company he went with guaranteed that they would pay for his schooling if he worked for them for 2 years. So he got free schooling, a guaranteed job, and hands-on experience to do that job. And after 2 years, he was free to go wherever he wished. I think he still works with them because he said that they pay pretty good, so yay for the little things. So, student loans, one of the ways. And then if you're going to go the car route, right, don't buy a brand new car. Don't. For many reasons. One, brand new cars, especially now, are super expensive, and it's kind of dumb, okay? Literally, once you drive off the lot, I think it loses like $5,000 in value. It's called depreciation, right? Don't bother. Get a car that's maybe a year old or has like less than 20,000 miles on it. It's already had that depreciation, so you're going to be paying less for it, which means a smaller loan, which means a smaller amount of interest. Typically, 9 times out of 10, for a cheaper car, you can get a lower APR too, because the risk to reward is not that big, right? So the credit companies aren't taking that much of a risk on you. One second. Pardon me. Oh, that snuck up on me. So, credit cards. That's what I would recommend, right? So you can spend a very small amount, pay it up each month, and it builds credit relatively quickly. That's what I did. Got a regular job, got a couple of credit cards, made credit first. Then you have student loans, right? Student loans, if you're going to do them, trade school. 9 times out of 10, trade schools will pay for your schooling. And then cars. If you're going to buy a car, get a slightly used car, not a brand new car. Because as soon as you drive it off the lot, it loses value. The next one that's pretty common, right, is buying a house, a mortgage. It's the same as a loan. It's really what it is. However, there are specialized loans for first-time homeowners where they will give you basically a break. And you know, I might actually do a video on that, like a video on first-time homeowner loans. So, when I first got my house, what I did, because I'm cheap, okay, I like money, I like to keep my money, so I want to pay the smallest amount that I can possible. So what I did is, at the time, I went around, I had this amazing amazing real estate agent. Her name is Gail. She's a little old lady. And she's sweet, okay? Like, I don't think anybody can be mean to her. But anyways, I told her, I was like, look, I have $20,000 in cash. I don't want to spend more than $6,000 on a piece of land. I want it partially cleared and at least an acre. She was like, okay, let me look around and see what I can find. She ended up finding me like 2 or 3 properties, but the one I went with because it already had well and septic on the lot. It had a actual home on it in less than 4 years, which means that more than likely the well and septic were still in working order, so I wouldn't have to fix them. And it was in foreclosure. Foreclosure is a really good thing for someone who's trying to buy property, because what it means is that the person who had the loan beforehand did not pay, and the bank's just trying to get whatever they can out of that loan. Which means 9 times out of 10 you can get it for super duper cheap. So I ended up getting the land, paying it off, and then I turned around and used the equity from the piece of land that I bought as a down payment on my home, paired with the other $14,000 that I have. But they told me even if I hadn't had the $14,000, I would have gotten the loan because I had $10,000 worth of equity in my land alone. So now I am the proud owner of a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house for like $70,000. And I've been paying on it for 3 years now. I think I only owe like $50 left. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna try and get some sleep because I gotta work tomorrow. So I'll see you later. Bye! Hey guys! Congratulations on making it this far in the video. So as you know, I am your financial gardener, right? And these are the beds that we are going to be planting your financial seeds. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!